All right, the dressage kid is here, and he is ready to make an announcement to the CAW universe. I have no idea what this is all about, but I have a strange feeling we are going to find out here in just a moment. All right, here we go. He's got the mic now. Well, let's find out. Let's go head on over to the dressage kid to see what he has to say. Whoa, what is this? What is this? What is going on here? Oh, here we go. Cobra Kai back again, of course, to perhaps rub in the win. Not quite sure. These two are a couple of the dirtiest players in the game right now. Completely cutting off the dressage kid. And his announcement, I'm not quite sure what that announcement was. What going on here? What is this? Masuda attacking the dressage kid. Cobra Kai interrupting the announcement of the dressage kid. Perhaps here to promote his upcoming series on youtube.com/DanDiz. His new YouTube series, Horseplay, coming soon. Perhaps he was here to announce something about that, who knows, but it was interrupted by Cobra Kai. Masuda now going to work on the dressage kid. Totally unexpected here. And this is not looking good for dressage kid. Oh, wow. Extreme now. Much larger, going to work, dropping a big elbow onto the back. The dressage kid comes out to make an announcement, and this is where he ends up. On the receiving end of a beatdown at the hands of Cobra Kai. Why am I not surprised? Big clothesline into the corner now as Extreme continues to dominate the dressage kid. Extreme still continuing to just chip away. Oh wow, that is That has got to be painful. Extreme now continues to go to work. 2 and no, still not a 3. Looking for the win here, but the Dressage Kid hanging in there. A lot of heart. The Dressage Kid is undoubtedly with a big back body drop now. Extreme looking for the tag and makes the tag. The Dressage Kid with a reversal into the corner, but he catches an elbow. Masuda with a big scoop slam now and goes for the cover, looking to finish it. This could be it for the Dressage Kid. No, the Dressage Kid still enduring through an absolute massacre at the hands of Cobra Kai. Waistlock takedown now by Masuda. Uh-oh. And this is gonna be bad news for Dressage Kid. Masuda sets up for the Cobra. There it is. That's gonna be it. 2, 3, the Dressage Kid comes to make an announcement and ends up getting completely annihilated by Masuda and Extreme of Cobra Kai. And it is very clear that Masuda is very proud of the handiwork that him and Extreme were just involved in. I don't know what the heck this means, but these two are definitely not two that you want to be in the ring with. At any rate, we are here, CAW Battle Zone. Thank you guys so much for joining us. An interesting start, to say the least. Let's see how things start going forward here tonight. After a complete beatdown at the hands of Cobra Kai. Get ready, check your crowds. We are about to begin the betting for today. And the first matchup getting us started here is going to be the newest addition to CAW, looking to make a name for himself and rise amongst the ranks here. And he's getting his start on Battlezone. Jingram will make his CAW debut against Joey Gallagher. And here we go, the debut of a new superstar looking to make a name for himself here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. And Joey Gallagher, also a semi-newcomer here to fight his way up. A bit more ring time, however. He has had the experience, the in-ring time here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. Will that translate here today? It'll be interesting to see Jingram in action for the first time ever on Champions Alliance Wrestling. And here we are, off to a great start It is going to be awesome to see these two competitors fight to prove themselves inside of the squared circle. Jingram now going to work on the leg. Nice reversal now by Gallagher. Joey Gallagher with a well-placed German suplex. Wow, big power bomb by Joey Gallagher. Joey Gallagher caught off guard. Now Jingram sets up. Joey Gallagher manages to break free. Oh, and wow! Big senton from the second rope. Jingram with a nice takedown now. Back and forth. A great matchup we are seeing here today between Jingram and Joey Gallagher. Two fresh faces in Champions Alliance Wrestling in the cover. Jingram 2, no, not enough. Jingram with a nice takedown. Jingram looking very impressive here. And a springboard. Moonsault. Wow! Jingram with a double underhook DDT, and that could be it. No, not enough to keep Joey Gallagher down for the count. Jingram sets up. Jingram, beautifully placed cutter. 2. No. That beautiful cutter, not enough to get the job done against Joey Gallagher here today. Jingram now continuing with the momentum. Jingram again with the cover. 1, 2, and no! Joey Gallagher stays in it. Oh, wow! Joey Gallagher with a reversal. a kick out. Ingram now, again, back to the leg. Gallagher still on the receiving end. Gallagher needs to gain some momentum here. Joey Gallagher trying to get back to his feet. Can he break the hold? The hold is broken now. Ingram with a couple of elbows to the midsection and goes for the cover. Can he finish it? 3, there it is, Ingram! With the big win here today in his debut. Absolutely impressive victory over Joey Gallagher here today on Battle Zone. All right, we are back on Battle Zone, and what an impressive start for Ingram here in Champions Alliance Wrestling. Big victory for him and anybody who bet. It's getting paid out right now. Get ready up next. Matchup. The next matchup here today on Battle Zone. Spider will take on P-Crack here today on Battle Zone. Get your bets in now. Check your current balance and status with exclamation mark crowns in the chat. Don't forget, you are watching Champions Alliance Wrestling, the #1 interactive wrestling universe on Twitch TV. Spider here ready, set to do battle here today. And he will be facing off against a so-called bad man. And we've seen what CAW has been capable of in his past, and it is pretty gruesome. Certainly not something that he is happy about, however, he does embrace his dark past. And this is a competitor who has survived through years of competition and the ins and outs of the industry. He's made a name for himself here and abroad. And this is going to be an epic matchup. I expect nothing less from these two. All right, here we go. We are getting started now. Spider and CAW locking up. And a takedown now by CAW. CAW into a big suplex now as Spider gets hit. Spider now in control. Trying to change the momentum here early on. Spider into a neck breaker now after a mean boot to the midsection. CAW pushing Spider away now. All right, sorry about that, guys and girls. All right. Wow, big gut buster drop down. Crack in a lot of trouble now. Spider, and we know what this could mean. Sets up Spider's fangs. The fangs are in. That could be it. 2. And no, so close. Crack kicking out of the Spider's fangs. Crack sets up. Big suplex now. Crack gaining some momentum. Wow! Crack now. Dishing out some of the punishment of his own. Big kick to the back. Setting up now. Crack, huge backbreaker. Dropping down. That could be it. Two. 3. No, so close. Spider with the kick out. Just manages to escape harm's way and the pinfall. Oh, and again. This time it's go to sleep for Spider. Spider split wide open. There is blood everywhere. Spider somehow still managing to hang in there. Spider taking Crack to the top. Hurricanrana. Spider with the cover. Can he finish it? 2. No, and the 2 count could have been a 3. The ref was a little bit late on that count. And again! Spider! The ref warning Spider! Spider to the outside of the apron! Wow! Springboard! 540 splash! We've seen this scenario before. Crack down and definitely not out. Do not consider him finished until it's over to the top. Big elbow from the top. And Crack is taking this fight to the outside. And this is the side of P-Crack that no other competitor wants to bring out. And this is where P-Crack is most dangerous. Spider with a right hand as he gets back to his feet. Count reaches 6. And P-Crack makes it back in before the count of 8. He finds himself on the receiving end, and he breaks free. Spider on the receiving end, huge chop. P-Crack with a cover, can he finish it here? 2, no, still not enough. So close! Literally so close. Had to be a 2.9. And P-Crack looking to finish it right here, right now. Big, wow! Go to sleep. And that could be it for Spider. I don't know if he's gonna wake up after that one. 2, 3, there's the 3 count. P-Crack picking up a big win after brutally battering Spider. P-Crack with an impressive victory here today on Battle Zone. All right, get ready to place your bets because up next, we have women's division action here on Battle Zone. My Lady Bulls and I Night Bloom V will square off here today on Battle Zone. My Lady Bull's ready for action, and she will be taking on I Night Bloom here tonight on Battle Zone. This is going to be an all-out throwdown. I Night Bloom V has to steer clear of the spear as well as that devastating titty buster that MLB employs to finish her adversaries. This is going to be a great matchup between two great competitors in the women's division. Here it comes! Here it comes! Spear! My Lady Balls with the spear! That could be it! 2, 3, no! Nightbloom with a kick out. Nightbloom now trying to turn the tables here late in this matchup. Nightbloom perhaps looking to employ some tactics outside of the ring. However, I guess that he's going to avoid that. Have to be aware of that count out. Uh-oh. Double underhook suplex, looking for the finish. 2. No, so close to that 3. My Lady with a reversal now, and she manages to escape harm's way. Sets up for the Titty Buster! Titty Buster! And that has the domino effect, the spear and the Titty Buster. That is just a deadly... No! Wow! Wow, I thought for sure that was gonna finish it. Sorry guys, I was messaging Dennis and we're talking about making some changes. I'm totally breaking out here. It's not too often you catch me looking on, laughing on stream, but that cracked me up. I'm doing some changes on Tannis's character. Anyway, that's what that's all about if you're wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. My Lady with the cover, looking to finish it, but cannot do it. How much more is it going to take for My Lady Balls to finish Nightbloom? We've seen a spear, a Titty Buster, and pretty much anything else she has been able to throw at Nightbloom, and it's not really getting the job done. And another Titty Buster, the second of the night, and I don't think Nightbloom is going to be able to kick out of that. 3, there's the 3 count. My Lady Balls walking away with the victory. My Lady Balls walking away with a big victory here this week on Battle Zone.
Monday morning always comes too soon. Just left the school.
And up next, Wooly Bully will take on Stewie Rocks here on Battle Zone. All right, get ready for the next matchup here on Battle Zone. Wooly Bully, Stewie Rocks up next. Bully Billy now in the ring, ready to face off. He is set to do battle against Stewie Rocks here today on Battle Zone. Stewie Rocks ready to take on a competitor almost double his size. Stewie Rocks immediately going on the offensive. A win here today for Wooly Bully would be another in a series of wins that is getting some momentum going. However, Stewie Rocks will be looking for an opportunity as a newcomer to prove himself against someone from the Elite Stars roster. Stewie Rocks now sliding out of the ring and getting out of harm's way, but pushed away by Wooly Bully. Back body drop reversal by Wooly Bully now. Stewie Rocks going to work. Trying to find an opportunity to whip into the turnbuckle now as Wooly Bully gets caught off guard. A reversal now by Stewie's in the corner. Face first, Wooly Bully with a forearm clubbing Stewie Rocks over the back. Wooly Bully taking Stewie to the top. No! Big suplex. Bully with the cover. 2. Wow, looking for the win here early on, but a kick out by Stewie. Stewie Rocks now taking Wooly Bully down. Stewie Rocks now starting to find his momentum, perhaps. His groove, so to speak. But Wooly Bully's looking to put an immediate end to that. 2, you do not want to give any of these new up-and-comers any opportunity, as we've seen in the past with Ash Venom. Stewie now looking for the cover, but not enough. Only gonna get a 2 count on that one. Wow! Double axe handle clubbing across. That could be it. 1, 2. No, Wooly Bully not going down to that. Stewie Rock still trying to take the fight to Wooly Bully. Does he have what it takes to take down the running of the Bulls? Bully to Bully. Wooly Bully looking to finish it right here, right now. 2, and a kick out at 2. Uh-oh, here we go. Backslide driver. Could that finish Wooly Bully? 1, 2. No, Wooly Bully with a kick out at 2. Stewie rocks. Nailing Wooly Bully with that double axe handle. That swinging double axe handle. And can he finish it here? 2. No, a near 3, but not enough. And you can tell Stewie is really putting it all on the line here. Wooly Bully taking a lot of damage here today. However, if anybody can endure this sort of punishment, it's Wooly Bully. Wooly Bully trying to take the fight into the corner, but Stewie rocks, slamming Wooly Bully down face first. Two, and a 2 count. Bully Bully tossing Stewie. Bully Bully with a lock on Stewie here now. Stewie chin breaker and manages to break free. Stewie rocks trying to drain whatever Bully Bully has left and put an end to this matchup. Bully Bully right back to his feet. Bully Bully with a burst of strength. Seen him drop to one knee. He's clearly fighting exhaustion. Stewie again! 1, 2, 3! Stewie with a huge upset victory over Bully Bully here today on Battle Zone. Up next, Tannis will face off against Juno. All right, here we go. Tanis getting us started here, making his way to the ring. It's been interesting to see how the split from fight or flight will affect Tanis here in Champions Alliance. The start tonight is one of the biggest challenges Tanis has ever faced off against in the former CAW World Champion, Juno. And here we go. Tanis Juno facing off one-on-one competition here today on Battle Zone. Bit of a back and forth now as Juno shows off the strength and power that he has over Tanis. However, that could be a blessing in disguise for Tanis as his agility and speed are much quicker than Juno. Bit of a back and forth exchange here now. Juno now stomping out Tanis. Big clothesline flattens Tanis out. Juno setting up for the scoop slam, and down goes Tanis now on the receiving end. Former tag team champion being dominated by former world champion. Two. Seen some underdog comebacks in the past. Will Tanis be able to sustain this sort of damage? Juno sets up forearm fake out. There's the forearm fake out to the back of the skull of Tanis. Looking for the cover. Juno wants to finish this early. Near 3, but not enough. So close, wow. And Juno looking to put an end to Tanis. Could we see a Juno driver this early? Juno driver. 2, 3, no. Juno driver, not enough to finish Tanis. Tannis with a whip. Juno off the ropes, catches a super kick directly to the kisser. Tannis now setting up. Juno now breaks the hold. Tannis over the ropes to the outside. Juno running the face of Tannis into those steel steps. Juno hammering away on Tannis on the outside of the ring. Count reaches 5. Juno's heading back into the ring now. Tannis could be unconscious. No, he's back to his feet now. Tannis back in at the count of 8. Tannis catches a boot. And back to the outside. Juno is really taking the fight to Tannis here. Tannis with a hip toss. Count reaching 4 now as Tannis finds an opportunity. Big backbreaker by Juno. Juno heads back in at the count of 6. Perhaps looking to win by countout. Count reaches 7. Tannis could be out cold. Count reaches 8. Tannis now with an opportunity. Can we see it through the ropes? DDT to the outside. Tannis now trying to chop down Juno. And into the side of the ring there, into the apron. And again, Juno back into the ring. Tannis now trying to regain some momentum here. Tannis is going to have an uphill battle to fight here today against Juno. Juno with a whip, face first, down goes Tannis. Juno sets up for the forearm. There it is! And that's likely gonna be it. No, wow! So close to the 3. Tannis back at it again. To the apron. Tannis with a running kick to take Juno back down. Tannis sets up for a suplex, reversed by Juno. Reverse shot now as Tannis tries to regain control. Tannis on the receiving end, however, he has taken quite a toll thus far on Juno. Nice reversal now. Tannis with a haymaker right hand. And again. Whoa! Oh my God! Oh my God! Tannis went for the curb stomp. Juno turns it in to a beautifully placed high-flying cutter. How is Tannis still able to move after that? Tannis now, still in this somehow, some way. Tannis still continuing to fight. Juno hastily getting back to his feet, however, not getting the proper rest. Big splash! Tannis sets up for the slam, reversed by Juno. Seems like Juno has pretty much everything everything scouted that Tannis does. Every single thing that Tannis does, Juno has scouted out. And he is not able to get ahead. He has tried and tried. And Juno just happens to be there and ready for pretty much anything that Tannis has put out there. Juno with the cover. 2. No, was kicking at 2. Tannis still hanging in there. Unbelievable. Tannis with the heart of an entire pack of lions. Reverse! Reverse! Wow! Tannis now. Still fighting. And a big boot by Juno as he manages to escape harm's way yet again. Juno seems to have an answer for everything that Tannis has thrown at him. And there's a right hand. That could be it. That big right-handed haymaker could put Tannis out cold. Two. No, 2 count. Wow. This isn't even the main event. Juno sets up. Juno driver. Locks it in. Can he finish it here? 2, 3. Juno walking away narrowly escaping with a win after a battle that clearly was not favorable for him at all, taking a ton of damage at the hands of Tanis, but getting the job done nonetheless. All right, get ready for the main event. Two former friends looking to do battle inside of the ring. They have a history outside of the ring. However, that culminates inside of the ring here today as Evoke takes on the Blacklist's Dominic Fury. All right, get ready for the next matchup. Evoke takes on Dominic Fury up next. Evoke, the CAW Hardcore Champion. The title not on the line tonight. Here we go, get ready for the main event here today at Battle Zone. see the CAW Hardcore Champion facing off against the CAW, one half of the CAW Tag Team Champions, Dominic Fury. Evoke looks ready to go. One half of the Tag Team Champions alongside White Boy V. Dominic Fury of the Blacklist is here to face off against former friend Evoke. All right, here we go. The main event of the day getting started. Here we go. A little bit of bad blood between these two as former friends turned enemies here. Dominic Fury sets up. Reverse suplex now. Down goes Evoke. Evoke now going to work. Dominic Fury Russian leg sweep takedown now. Evoke with a takedown now. Evoke again with another takedown, commanding this match. Evoke now dropping down that suplex after hanging there for a moment, getting a little bit of hang time. Big takedown now. And a 2 count. Evoke trying to finish it here. Can't get the job done against Dominic Fury. So he looks to continue his assault here. And a 2 count. Evo taking the fight to the outside. Wow! Corkscrew splash over the top rope to the outside. Evoke now really taking the fight to Dominic Fury. And it is becoming more obvious as this match goes on that there is some bad blood between these two. Game over! Game over! Game over! Holy crap! That came out of nowhere! Evoke with the cover! 2, 3, there's the 3 count! Evoke hits game over, and it's game over for Dominic Fury! What an incredible main event! Obviously some bad blood between these two. However, if we know anything about the Blacklist, it's that